Today on Uncommonly Good MTG, we are playing Vengeance, which is a deck I put together because people were pissing me off. Stay tuned if you want to find out more. Hello and welcome to Uncommonly Good MTG. I am your host. This show should not be used as a substitute for human interaction. Dr. Yukon SuckIt. Yes, thank you. Film before a live streaming audience. Thank you so much. Yukon SuckIt. Word to your mama. So I'm broadcasting to you today from my, say it with me, secret underground headquarters. I heard you. And I'm bringing to you a deck of my own creation called Vengeance. It's not Vengeance, it's Vengeance. So what the story here is that I get on like I do, start playing some decks, look for something fun to play. And today was one of those bad days. I went through about a dozen different decks. I started looking at awesome decks from the past. Everything was getting its butt kicked. It was just pitiful. So I said, that's it. I'm going to do what I do in these situations. I'm putting together a black deck. I'm going to go and be mean to people, and I'm going to do it in a discardy kind of way. So I put together a discard deck, and probably only about half of those cards are still in this deck at this point. Because I started working from there, and I started swapping out the cards that kind of stunk. And I started putting in the cards that I needed to defeat the stuff I was playing at the time that was getting beat. I ended up playing a lot less discard and a lot more creature kill. Also, I needed some lifelink. So we got a little bit more lifelink in here. In fact, I think you could probably use a little bit lifelink more. But this deck did well in my early plays. So I'm expecting this is going to do very well. And we could take it, maybe adjust it some more in the near future. But this is what we're playing with today. All right, so let's really quickly take a look at the cards that are in the deck, and then we'll go out and we'll crush some hopes and dreams. What do we got? We got creature kill. We got some life gain, and then a menacey 2/2. This one goes after people's hands and makes them discard a card. What's good is because you get to see what is in their hand. We get to know what we're fighting against. This destroys creatures and planeswalkers. This goes against, makes them discard a card. This rips apart their graveyard. This lets you kill creatures or planeswalkers. This makes you draw an additional card per turn. It costs you a life, but it's worth it. Exile target creature or planeswalker, or bring a creature from your graveyard back to your hand. If you have an artifact and an enchantment in play, you could do both for that cost. The three weird sisters is Henrika, and she is a Swiss Army knife. You could choose any of the following at the beginning of combat, which is each player sacrifices a creature. You draw a card and you lose a card, or you transform her into a Flying Death Touch lifelink 3/4 that you can then pump up each creature that has Flying Death Touch or lifelink by +1/+0 to the Sheoldred. Whenever they draw a card, they lose 2 life. Whenever you draw a card, you gain 2 life. Plus, she's a Death Touchy with 4/5. She's got a big old 5 butt. Junji is a 5/5 Flying Menace. Whenever it dies, you can choose to do one of the following. Opponent discards 2 cards and loses 2 life. Or you can put a non-dragon creature from a graveyard into the battlefield under your control. You lose 2 life. Some non-dragon-y creature like Sheoldred would be really, really nice. If we make it up to 7, Breach the Multiverse mills every player, including yourself, of 10 cards. Then for each player, you and your opponent, you choose a creature or planeswalker in that player's graveyard, such as Junji or Sheoldred, and you put it into the battlefield under your control. So that way you will put out 2 more creatures and or planeswalkers, probably. We've got Mishra's Foundry in there because you can't go bad with manlands that are neutral in color. This guy will help bring things back from the graveyard potentially, and 19 Swamps. A Corrupt might be nice in here, but that's a little bit of the vampire cards that might do well. But who are we going to give up? Everything's got its place. Everything's got its use. All right, so what are we going to do? We're going to get after their hand a little bit, crush their creatures, mess with their graveyard, and punish them in evil and mysterious ways. Before we do, let's go ahead and say our prayers and talk about what is best in life. Dear Black King Toxrill, who dwells within the dark chambers of my heart, please hear my prayers and grant your blessings as we attempt to crush our enemies, see them driven before us, and to hear the lamentation of the women. All right, we're playing against Big Ed 77. Who's first? Who's first? Me or him? Who's, I guess, him. All right, so we're getting around to a 3. All right, so we have the ability to cut something down. What's he playing up there? Blue-black? He's just trying to poison us. All right, it's one of those. All right, we'll get up to 4 on this next turn, which means we play a little Sheoldred action. All in for 2. Draw a card, peekaboo. All right, Junji. Let's go see, what are we going to pull? Urborg. What we got up over here? Nothing. Urborg looks like it is. All right. What do I got here? 5? All right, we'll be able to slam in, and we win. So I had 7, and we had 9. We had 9. All right, we were playing against Andy Jack, 33. We have 3 mana. What are we doing? Keep? We're going second, I believe. Ooh, it's going to be a spooky ghost. You're much more ghostly than he looks, Cubert. Don't worry, man. Everything's going to be fine. It's a Jawa. It's a ghost Jawa. Lock up your droids. Gone. What does this thing do? 3/5? Whatever, let's kill it. Oink. I mean, that's pretty much the end of it. Not for you. No, I said no creatures, man. I'll tell you what, you can tangle with my... I guess you can't. He's got the menace. He's too scary. That's a badass 4/4 you got there. All right, let's go take a look at your hand. All in. Down to 6. It'll be 4 here in just a second. Yep, you don't got it, baby. All right, you got me back down to 20. Let's make him pee his pants. Here he goes. You got no cards, man. All right, if you're just gonna rope me, that's just a bad thing to do, my friend. That's a little on the rude side. But I will just fast forward it for my friends here. So here we go. Pow! 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 Boom! Boom! Goes the room. Victory! Now we're playing against TotaRompeBolas. Whatever TotaRompe means. Keep. All right, we got 2. We need to get up to 4. This deck usually is pretty good at providing. I ate all my breakfast. That guy's a giant jerk. Who cares? Then let's go after his hand. Surge, keep things going. Wanderer Emperor's a jerk. This is the one I'm the most displeased with. Let's go after that one. All right, that guy's starting to get a little more annoying. Welcome to the arena. I like these backups. All right, 2 cards me. Words I'll take out anything with toughness. Okay, there we go. That says a 2/2. We're doing all right. Yeah, baby. No blocks. He wants to kill my Urborg Scavengers, which means if I attack with it, he will send out the Planeswalker. We need some more land badly, though. But you giving up? All right, we'll get that out there. All right, I really need another mana. Mana, 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 mana. Give me a mana, 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 mana. All right, so he's looking to protect his guys. I really wish you wouldn't do your dental hygiene right next to me. I find it to be really annoying. I don't mind the nice clean teeth and the healthy gums. I just hate the scraping noise that you make continuously. There, do some rainbow butt action for me. There you go. Dance. All right, so I'm netting one each time. Let's go ahead and if I do this, he'll finally pop his cherry there. Let's just do it that way. He can't protect it, though. Because he's the guy that sacrifices. If he tries to play it, he doesn't realize that it doesn't protect from sacrifice. You think he's looking up the rules right now? You think he's asking his buddy? Or you think he's just trying to clean up some of that pee he just peed in his pants? And it's gone. We're good. I could do the Weird Sisters next turn. That'll probably be the most fun. And we win. And we win. Victory! Alright, playing against GeoHero. No to the tree. All right, nothing to do for turn 2. Turn 3, going to get us into the arena. Guy's playing with Is-It colors. That's not cool. He seems more concerned with the rat. With the Fonzie of rodents. He's got black up there? Oh, I thought that was a red card. Just shoulder this thing. Hopefully he doesn't have card or kill cards for that. What are you doing, by the way? At his own. There we go. And we win. Suck it! We're playing against Ramocheese. Sounds delicious. Alright, we got some creature kill. That's good. Turn 3, we can start our card draw engine. You think we're playing against Toxic Dimir or just black? No, we're playing against Golgari. I'm going to force the kill. There's no protection from that. Alright, what are we at here? 5. We need to get up to 7. Need one more mana to be able to attack with Mishra's Foundry. Maybe I can just kick back. You won't notice it. Let's see what this guy's got in his hand. Death! Well, there's a little of this. We got 6. We need one more for Breach the Multiverse. We didn't get it. All right, let's start slamming in. Down to 10. And we win. In your face, you toxic love snucker. Now we're playing against Marethyu. 3 mana. That's a goodly amount. Be nice if I could, like, you know, organize my cards right here. All right, next turn we can go do some hand hate. As we hate hands. Are they making Cubert swim into the fire? That's not his bag, baby. He does not like that. He's used to having some, you know, imaginary 3D water underneath him. All right, ossification, Lilianas, those are all jerks. He's got a lot of it. Let's get rid of the ossification to start off with. Because we can kill one planeswalker, and that's about it. All right, so what do we got? What do we got? Nothing great. Let's just put out another one. He's lost 2 ossifications so far. We gotta watch out for if he picks up another black, then you can get those Lilianas out. No mana. This guy's playing a Super Friends deck. Boy, just got him back down to 20. Oh, that sucks. 4. He's just wishing he could get his hands on another black mana. All right. He doesn't have Whispering or Wandering Emperor. So we can't kill our Sheoldred. I tell you what, that book is getting really irritating. I'm just going to shut it up. There we go. Oh, he's got the 2. That's it. Thing is, we get rid of Junji. Do I have anybody I can bring back? I can bring back his guy. That'll be fun. That was a weird move. All right, there's 6. Each player sacrifices a creature. Wink. All right, so that's 9. Let's just go after this. Oh, I can only attack with one guy. Yeah, all right, that's fine. All right, it's down to 4. Down to 2. Just got to keep Sheoldred alive, I guess. Oh, he gets to pick. Hey, keep Sheoldred alive, man. That's what Junji's good for, man. It's that boomerang action. I can't believe he selected Sheoldred. I mean, he can just put out... Well, I get to sacrifice something, so it'll be the Weird Sisters. So the two of them. So I'm gonna breach the multiverse on the next turn. I hope it does something awesome. I can, for each player, choose a creature planeswalker in that graveyard. I can just bring Sheoldred back. I'll do this. Right there, man. There you go. Oh, you don't have enough black. You don't have enough black. You give lifelink? No. Oh, you do have lifelink. One guy. There you go. You did some damage. And we win! In your face! Victory! Alright, so here we are with Vengeance! And, yeah, it was great. I needed this one so badly. And I started off with it being a lot more discardy. But it really just comes down to killing other people's creatures like crazy. That's what you need to do. It's all just about killing creatures. And then you run across your Esper decks that have practically zero creatures whatsoever, or the dudes that put out a ton of guys and individual kills don't matter for much. But right now in the meta, it's a lot of individual creatures. People not having more than 3 or 5 creatures. No more than 2 coming out per turn. This deck does a fantastic job against all of that kind of stuff. One thing I did like is I started trying to do a bunch of discard, and, you know, I still have a little bit of it left in there. It still does its thing. Lifelink was a big deal, though. And Okiba Reckoner's Raid, despite being super lame, gets you 2 additional points really early, and then gets you a nice body to work with after that. So it's super stupid, but for some reason it is a big advantage. I say this deck could use some more, like, I don't know, some vampire cards. Instead of just ones that do, you know, that kill creatures, we could pick the ones that say do 3 points of damage and you gain 3 life, or I don't know. We need some more vampirism in there. Maybe. But regardless, this deck did very well. Very well. All right, so who was my MVP? I can tell you who it was. It was Sheoldred the Apocalypse. And the reason why is just like I was talking about, she is a vampire. Make somebody draw a card, they lose 2 life. You draw a card, you gain 2 life. She sets the tempo for everything that's going on. She's got Death Touch. She's got a big butt. So therefore, she is a fantastic defender. The only thing she doesn't have any sort of ward. But this deck has lots of great ways of bringing her back from the dead. Between Soul Transfer and Junji, we're able to go and grab Sheoldred and bring her back to life all over the place. Also, Breach the Multiverse. The only thing is, in this deck, I never made it to 7 mana and had Breach the Multiverse on me. It just never happened. I wanted to so bad, but usually I'd win the game just at that point. Like at 6, 7 mana, I'd win and that'd be the end of it. All right, so let's take it out. Is this deck competitive? I played it 9 times. I have a 67% win rate, which means I won 2 out of every 3 games. That's a great... I'm just saying win rate for a deck. I needed it because, man, I played something like, I don't know, 12 different decks today. I went back to my favorites from February, and they were just getting slaughtered. Decks that were doing fantastic in the past, slaughtered. Competitive decks off of the Platinum Mythic list, slaughtered. I don't know what it was today. So when that happens, I usually just have to go back, put together a black deck, and just be mean to people. And that's what I did. That's what I did. Still, nice competitive deck, good win rate. Yes, check. Was this fun? Yes. What was nice is that we had a lot of creature kill going on of various types. Phyrexian Arena doing a great job of keeping you in cards by getting that card draw engine going. Getting you into your upper level, making sure you got the mana to be able to play at least Sheoldred and Junji. I'm not sure about the Henrika Domnathi. She's a Swiss Army knife card that does 3 different things, and then afterwards she's a Flying Death to lifelink, and you're just like, this has got to be fantastic. She is such a target. Always getting killed well before you're able to do anything with her. It sucks that way. I don't know why, man. This one always is dying. And it's, the card's great. And maybe that's its problem. It's too great. All right, but anyways, all the cards are in here. Top shelf, I liked it, and it was a nice flavor to it. I appreciated having Breach the Multiverse because it gave you something to do at the high end. Maybe 3 is a little too strong. Maybe 2 would be a better thing. Because if I had 2 of these in my hand, I would feel like I was sitting on them. It's one thing to be working towards it. It's another thing to be held back by doing other things just because your hand's is flooded with Breach the Multiverse. The other good card that was an MVP is Mishra's Foundry. It's colorless, but the thing is, though, it's a man land. It's a freaking man land. And that's what's fantastic, is that when all your creatures are dead, at least you still have a man land to go and do things. A lot of people forget about them. They could jump out, be a pretty decent blocker if need to. 2/2, baby. Mishra's Foundry is a fantastic card. All right, so was this deck interesting? That's the last qualification there. Was it interesting? No. Nope. Nothing in particular. All that. There's not a lot of synergy going on here. I mean, the best synergy we got going on is Sheoldred and Phyrexian Arena. So you lose a life every time you draw a card because of Phyrexian. Not for both of them, but you draw that extra card, you lose 1 life. But with Sheoldred out, you're actually netting 1 life off of every card draw that the Phyrexian Arena does. You get 2 of those out, you're going to net 2 of them. Sheoldred makes the Phyrexian Arena so much better. It's nice to have it. Black has really become the Swiss Army knife color, meaning that it does a little bit of everything. You have the ability to get things back from the graveyard. You have the ability to exile guys. You can go and through their hands and bounce out the cards you don't like. We got lots of creature kill. We got some graveyard. Do we have graveyard? Yeah. Urborg Scavengers going after people's graveyards. You got a nice wide range of everything that it likes to do. The only thing is that it tends to be a little slow. It doesn't have any haste. So, but that's what Cut Down and Sheoldred's Edict and Hero's Downfall are doing for us there. Is they're taking care of that. Plus, I also switched out a bunch of those cheaper creature kill cards to make sure we had Planeswalker, because some of the early times I was playing, we did not have Planeswalker Death, and that was bad. But so anyways, I think it's a well-rounded deck. Just there's nothing new. There's nothing interesting going on. It's a mid-range black deck, but if you're looking for vengeance, this deck provides. It provides. All right, so let's go ahead and add that up. Is it competitive? Yes. Is it fun? Yes, in a vengeance-y sort of way. Is it interesting? Not particularly, but where we're at in the current meta, which is about, 5 days away from the next set, you can't do it for saying there's not any interesting cards going on, because we've been sitting on this thing for 3 months now. There's been nothing new. Actually, Standard hasn't hit anything in like 6 months now. I'm surprised. We're just playing with what we got at this point. So I'm not going to knock it down for not being interesting. So anyways, I'm going to give this one a straight A. A solid A. It's a firm play. And if you're looking to just go out there and rip people apart, this is the deck to do it with. If you decide to play with this deck, I hope that you have as much fun with it as I did. That's all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the secret underground headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, have a great day. In the words of my people, screw you guys, I'm going home. Bye.